Hello and welcome back, Josh Tam, and anyone else who's watching to Live and Let Die. We've had some games. We haven't won league yet, and that's because we didn't win all the games. We beat Alexandria 3-0. There's no doubt that those three games were pretty easy. We beat Ilichevich 3-0, so that's goals from Handanovic and Rosic, also Vangel and Carvaccio, and then Rosic again getting two, and Handanovic scoring. Then we were held to a foully frustrating 0-0 draw with Metalist with those stats. Just so annoying. And then we were held to a 1-1 draw with Chernomorets, which was a little bit more acceptable, or at least understandable, because of the fact that we had a man sent off. But we still had chances. Anyway, had we won those two, we would have been 4 points ahead of where we are now on 65 points, and I think we probably would have already won the league. So I guess in that sense it's good, because it means that we get to do it on camera. Let's continue then. We've got Rosic and Koulibaly up front, although I'm not going to play Koulibaly. He's been playing badly. Lesko's obviously out with his stupid suspension. Straight red card as well. Really annoying. So this is the team we're going to play. Nikolov came in one of the games. Or was that on camera where he came in and got his ankle broken? But anyway, this is the most important one. We've got to play Shakhtar, who are second. They're playing with their insane 4 attacking players formation. Now then, let's see what we can do. Calmly telling the boys there's a lot more to come. The only question mark, I think, so we're definitely missing our midfielder, Fuentes. We're definitely missing him, and selling him has hurt the season a little bit, methinks. Laban, but it's not just him, because the point is we have been making a lot of chances and just not scoring. The problem is the worrying form of Koulibaly, and Rosic has been very hot and cold. So he scored those 2 goals in both those 2 games, but then he also scored nothing. And Carvaccio hits the post. He also scored none in the other 2. So, it's not ideal. His form's not ideal. And then Handanovic hasn't helped. Borovkov hasn't scored. And we haven't scored anything from midfield either, really. Occasional goals from Vangel accepted. Handanovic now puts the ball in the middle. No, though. Montagno clears. I am sitting in a slightly different way that's more comfortable, but the microphone is now in front of my eyes slightly. Didn't Big Mick hit that on to Gonzalez? Anyway, the ball went over. No corner or anything, so it's just a goal kick. But the problem is that I can't quite see all of the screen now the way I'm sitting. I'm just far too chilled. Carvaccio, he hits it again, but it's comfortably wide. We're making lots of chances again. The good thing is Shakhtar haven't learnt from previous shellackings from us and are continuing to play with this insane 4-2-4 formation. That said, we aren't quite as strong and on form as we were when last we played them. So we'll just have to do the best we can. We still are good enough to beat any team in this league. More than enough. Gonzalez. We've just been. I mean, that's the sort of thing that's been happening constantly in the other 2 games where we drew. It was just so annoying. A Carrefour to Henderson. Ribas. And Nicic now. The nerves seeming to go through all the team there. Nicic not making a good save, just about keeping it out, but not holding on to it, which you would have thought he would have done. Natali now. But Juric, he heads back to Anicic. Chang has been a good spot, though. He's been a good spot in our season after Christmas, whereas a lot of other players who you would have thought would have continued on in their good form have not done. Handanovic, though, what can he do? Can he please score a goal? For God's sake. It's so frustrating. Okay. Juric, can we end the half maybe with a goal? Gogua, Handanovic. I refuse to believe that suddenly Rosic and all our other strikers have become bad just because we lost Fuentes. I mean, he was probably putting the ball on a number of plates for the strikers, but it can't have just been him. Players playing nervously. I don't know whether there's part of it is because we're closing in on the title. Sometimes that can cause a little blip in form. A Carrefour, but Handanovic clears. Rosic fouls for Natali to Henderson. Niarkov Henderson, big ball over to Juric. Carvaccio heads on. Rosic heads to Handanovic. And now Handanovic, come on, boy. There was during that ridiculous run of something like 17 or 18 wins on the bounce, that would have gone in 110% of the time. Gonzalez, for God's sake. So frustrating. We've only had one. We've had the same amount of shots on target as them. We've had like 10 times as many shots. Gonzalez, Rosic. Oh, Robertinho now. Mahugbe. No. Ribas luckily misses wildly. Koulibaly's going to come on for Rosic because he's not doing good, and that's going to make that swap. We're also going to bring on Ronnie Vera, give him a chance to make a difference, considering that the rest of the usual regulars are not doing well. Carvaccio. This will be where Carvaccio scores, set up by Rosic. Oh, it's a good save from Tinguinia, but finally we at least test him. 58 minutes gone. I'm a frustrated man, guys. I'm a frustrated man. I'm sure you're frustrated men. And or women, if there may be women in the crowd. There may be a women in the crowd. There won't be, but there may be. Juric to Vera. Vera's effort not troubling the goalkeeper. What a way to introduce himself that would be if he came in his debut, scored the winner against our rivals to win the league. But no, Ribas sets up Fernandez. Oh, Hernandez. See, there you go. That was an example of me not being able to see the screen properly. Juric to Labant. Labant up the line, please. Thank you. Koulibaly has the ball now. Koulibaly to Handanovic. Handanovic and Koulibaly, they play well together. Labant to Koulibaly. He's been injured. For goodness sake. Tinguinia. Oh, come on. Who do you put up? I guess Bakur was going to have to be. Fuck. Anyway, corner. Mahugbe. But Labant has it now again. It wasn't offside. That's nice. Vera's shot's gone in. Yes. There we go. That was nice. First ever goal for Lviv on his debut. Bing, bang, bong. Actually, I mean, he's played a couple of games before, but oh, what a strike that was. And we're still 13 points clear, but 5 threes is 15. So we haven't won the league then today, unless Karpati drop off as well. But oh, what a finish that was from Vera. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done. You can tell the way I actually shouted that was an actual surprise. Oh, Vera scored again! But it's actually an own goal from Robertinho. But Vera, come on, son. He's made the difference since coming on. Oh, yes. And I'm actually genuinely elated. Come on. 2-0 over Shakhtar. What's happening with Karpat? Is there any chance that they don't win? Maybe. Valin could come back into it, you would think. Anything interesting? Bukovina and Bilad Terkava have been very, very poor this season. Handanovic injured as well. Oh, you mother hubbards. Okay, so we're going to be playing Borovkov in our game against Krivbas, most likely. Mahugbe. Oh, Juric clears nicely. Now Bakur up front. Nicely done. Nicely done. Aničić manages to save, and we look a lot more confident suddenly. Or maybe it's just that I feel a lot more confident, and therefore we look more confident. We've got Bakur up front. Not a striker, but here he goes. Okay. Could have got himself a goal. Shown the other lads how to do it, but no, unfortunately not. Aničić, big ball up. Bakur trying to challenge. Can't really do very much. Chang's ball, but Natali clears. Chang has it again. Bulgarian Vangel. Terrible ball. Good effort, but terrible. Well, good idea, but terrible effort. Aničić, though, calmly collects. And now here we are again. Vera to Bakur. Bakur just unable to do anything up front, really, and that's perfectly understandable. 2 of our injured men there decided not bother going off. They want to watch the game. Labant puts the ball in. Gonzalez heads it back out. Labant again, and Big Mick. Just how is it always over the bar? Are the goals here smaller somehow? Now they've got a man off injured. No, he's back on. Chang with Mahugbe. Oh, that's a great ball. Could Bakur finish this off? Bulgarian Vangal's doing well, though. He's developing nicely. He's actually starting to play a little bit consistently and well on the right wing, which is good because wingers are always tough to come by, especially in the mid to late 2060s. 2-0 over Shakhtar, though. Not for crying out loud. Just finish already. I don't want to talk about this game anymore. Rivas puts the ball in the middle. Sanchez, oh my goodness. I mean, I was just going to say I don't really want to concede. I'd quite like to continue with this very low goals conceded record that we have, but bloody hell. Well, we got there in the fucking end, didn't we? A good win. Yeah, Ronnie Vera comes on and gets a Man of the Match award. It was a fairly even game, actually, as well, and statistically. But that must mean we qualify for Europe. So Koulibaly's out for 2 to 3 days. Uros Handanovic has sprained his ankle and is out for 4 to 5 weeks. Well, fine. Superb performance. We were excellent. Ronnie was outstanding. He was. Any team would find it harder. Alexis will get his chance over there. Well, he's playing right now. God's sake. He's such a whiny little bitch. Fuck's sake. There's no need for it either. Like, you're clearly the man at the moment. Like, you want to scream at people. Wheatland will give Carvalho a chance to impress. Well, he's had plenty of chances. He's made 22 appearances this season. Admittedly, quite a lot as late substitutes, but that's late. I mean, he gets at least half an hour a game. Scored a couple of goals. He's done all right for a fucking 19-year-old centre midfielder. He's done all right, especially considering we had an expensive senior midfielder in the main playing the beginning of the season. Anyway, goal of the month. Nothing from us, nothing against us either. Shlonsk, are they top? They are top. Nice to see. Swindon are doing okay in the Premier League. Everton are first in League 2. Nice, well done, Everton. Swindon was Western. Western are a mid-table championship team now, which is cool. We'll allow it. Now then, this is the big one. We could win the league in this game. I think only a draw. Well, we essentially have to equal or better Karpati's result. So I think we can probably do that. I don't know who they're playing, but I just think we need to... Oh, we got the cup game after this as well, Alexandria. So it could be another situation like last season where we play this one, win the league, and then head off over to the cup final if we get there. Otherwise, it will be the beginning of the next season. But I mean, at least we should get through to the semi-finals because Alexandria are our opponents and they are not very good. We beat them 3-0 a few weeks ago, and that was when we were in our being not very good stage. So things should be fine. Just looking at some of the results there. Cultural Leonesa 2, Toledo 0. That's a good win for Culture. I might have added too many leagues. I'm looking at the processing speeds now. I might have added too many leagues. It looks like NAC Breda and VVV both have a player called De Bruyne. Cool. He's unhappy. Yes, but you... Cool, thanks, mate. They're unhappy about Thomas Pamperla, but he's not very good. And he's gone to them and not been very good. So, we made like £1.3 million of profit on him. £60,000 to £1.4 million. We'll take that. We need to be doing more of that. Signing loads of terrible, terrible checks and selling them to loads of terrible, terrible Czech teams for too much money. He'll probably end up being a Czech international. I mean, but that doesn't mean anything really. Like, he's not going to be that good. We'll be able to get better. A little bit tired. I might have to have myself a cup OT. A cup OT. Come on. Process a bit faster. Down on Redbridge loaning out players to Hartlepool all over the shop. So this season has been an odd one. I will concede that now. We were sensational in the first half of the season, except for that one loss to. He's back. Oh yeah, so he had home sickness problems, which is of course typical. Yep. Okay. 3 points to win the league. There you go then. What was I going to say? So. What the fuck was I just talking about? I was going to mention that goalkeeper that was mentioned there, who needed to improve handling, was part of our intake. We had a terrible intake this season. They mentioned that kid that was mentioned there. They said, he's likely to be one of the best players ever to have come through the academy, and he's absolute horseshit. So, I mean, the academy clearly has never produced anything great. I mean, Spack is definitely the best we've ever had, and he was no Pirlo or anything like that. Anyway, I was talking before about how it's been a weird season. We played really, really well in the beginning, and we were on absolute flames. And then we come to the second half of the season, where we seem to just be sort of limping towards the final whistle, the final situation. Should we sign him and just get some money for him later on? Yeah, why not? We'll sign him for 60k, sell him for more. It's fine. Yeah, we seem to be sort of limping to the conclusion of the division, and it's a shame because we've been really, really good earlier on in the season. Our defensive record is excellent. We've only conceded 11, which must be less than we did last season, at least so far. Our goal scoring has gone down a little bit. Handanovic has scored far fewer goals than he did the season before. Similarly, Koulibaly went on a ridiculous run at the beginning and has now not scored in something like 1 billion games. Cagliari losing out 4-5 on aggregate to Atletico Madrid. AC Milan going through again. Swindon got knocked out by PSG. If we had gone through from our Champions League group, we would have drawn PSG, and then you see Cagliari got to the quarterfinals. So our group did have some decent teams in it. It suggests that if we beat Cagliari 1-0 at their place and they beat Atletico Madrid 3-1 at their place, we would have beaten Atletico Madrid something like 4 or 5-0. That's how I understand it to mean. That's what statistics mean. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what to do about next season. I don't know whether it needs to be just sort of more of the same and keep trying to snag up a couple of really... Well, one thing we do need to do is try and sort out the finances of the club, because we are at this point hemorrhaging quite a lot of money. I can't keep spending money on players. It's a shame, really, without also selling them. And so I am wondering whether we should maybe sell either one of Gonzalez, Barshan, or Big Mick. I'm thinking I might sell Barshan because he's definitely the worst of the three, and give one of the youngsters a chance to play. And then we've also got an emerging that Colombian lad that I was just telling to shut the fuck up. He's coming through in central defensive mid, where we have two players who are already good. So the question is, do we sell Gogua or Golovchenko, or do we let him go and then potentially miss out on a really, really good player? I think we could probably afford to sell either Gogua or Golovchenko and have him as the backup, and just try and generate some funds for the club, because I think we could probably get 12 million for one of those two. Europa League, Liverpool are through, Schalke are through, Betis are through. Laguerne. Ah, excuse me. Lviv been... Yeah, do you think we're the title favourites? Just fucking think. Except he's not mine. Krivbas, they are favourites on evens. So they okay. Well, we'll see. They've spent something like £20 million in the last 2 years, and I think that might even be net spend of £20+ million. And they are not very good. Like, they buy a lot of players who are proper crap. They're a bit like the Man City of the Ukrainian league, except for I don't know if they were ever taken over by anyone or if they're just sort of rich in real life. To be honest, I've never really heard of Krivbas. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe that's one thing I could have been doing whilst we were processing forever. Krivbas. So, Krivbas in real life, they are an amateur team based in Kryvyi Rih. Until 2013, the club participated in professional competitions, but they went bankrupt and were expelled from the league. Oh. Okay. They won nothing. So this is obviously a nouveau riche club in some way or another. Man, they were rubbish. Yeah, okay. Never mind then. Let's have a look what's going on. Actually, you know what? How did they become good? Krivbas. History. Landmarks. Tycoon. There you go. 2060. So 8 years ago, they had a tycoon takeover. That's why. And have they won anything in those 10 years? Yes, of course. They've won one league title. Come close a number of times. So we are playing against a tycoon side plus Karpaty, Shakhtar, and Dnipro, who are very good. Who are Karpaty playing today? Arsenal. Okay, so they're definitely going to win their game. So we just need to win ours, and we will guarantee ourselves the title. Koulibaly hasn't scored in ages. He's got 13 goals, but we're going to have to do something. Yeah, so Barsan, 23 years of age. He's pretty good. Just doesn't play as well as the other two. Gonzalez, excellent, not as good in the air. Mick, just excellent, not as quick. Something to be pondered. Right, we're going to let Koulibaly play. We're going to have Borovkov on the bench, and I think we're going to celebrate Ronnie Vera by letting him play in his first ever start, at least as far as I'm aware, for the club. We're going to have Charis come in instead of Bakur. He's not going to start ahead of Vangel because I'm not sure that he's necessarily better. But, well, he is better, but I mean, he's not in as good form. So there's definitely the case that we should say to the guys, if you're playing well, you stay in the team. And I like Bulgarian Vangel. He's been doing very well. He's got 8 goals this season. It's not bad at all. Krivbas kick off with a strange narrow formation. We, of course, go long down the middle. Vera, Bulgarian Vangel, or Bangle. Maybe you should call him Bangle. Oh, it's great. And Vangel, he almost repays my faith in him. Not that he knew that I took him out and put him back in again. 1 minute and 30 seconds, we've already had a really good chance. Rosic, Vera playing another, like a key pass there as well. Like, he's really impressing in the first couple of games for us. That can only be a good thing. Tamang is that player that I mentioned before that they have, who's statistically excellent but just plays dreadfully. Chang to Vangel. Chang tackles, but Lezcano collects. Kari. Araujo. Lezcano. Come on. Nope. Thank you. Labant. Oh my God. Okay. Zungu. Or they're going to be good down the middle, guys, so you have to push them wide. So their striker gets his 10th of the season. For God's sake. It's so frustrating. Okay, Gogwa with a free kick. It's gone out for a corner off the wall. Labam. Ball in the middle. Gogwa. Oh, they just about clear it off the line. It's an unfortunate happenstance, but it's okay. Chang has it again. Vera went for another shot. Could have been 2-2 for the man. Juric is tackled by Lezcano. Gogwa is injured. Is he going to have to come off? Yep. Okay. Sergei Golovchenko coming on. Is he going to change the game for us? I hope so, because we're not playing well. Bulgarian Vangel to Golovchenko. He went straight away. His second touch was a shot. We've had more chances, just none on target. They've had the one on target and it's gone in. Owana, Golovchenko back to Anicic, Arfaoui. Ooh, Kari smashes just wide. They definitely have a sting in their tail, these Krivbasians. But it's okay. Owana to Lezcano. Kari. Oh no. Okay, I thought Labant was going to give away a penalty there. Anicic slowly walks over to get the ball. Gonzalez now. We have a throw in their area. Nice tackle from Golovchenko. Kari puts the ball back to Tamang, but he doesn't get there again. That's nice. Vozenilek. Oh, one of their players is injured, not us. Good. Okay. It was in red. I got disappointed. Oh, for goodness sake. Just for talking to. It's fine. I'm feeling annoyed. Big Mick beats Lezcano in the air. Kari. Vozenilek. Oh, come on. Vozelinek puts the ball high and wide again. Anicic. Big ball up. Rosic has the ball. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, Koulibaly wins it. Koulibaly wins it and can potentially set us up for an attack. Here we go. Vangel with the ball. Vangel. Chang. Keep going. Rosic has it. No. Laban. No. Katarju saves. But it's nice that we've actually managed to make a attack for once. Katarju, big ball up. Gonzalez loses out to Lezcano, or maybe he passed it. Anyway, we kept the ball, and now it's our throw up in their half. Vozenilek getting a yellow card for his troubles. Can we please put this away? Labant to the back post. Gonzalez scores. Come on. That's his first goal in a long old while, but we have it and we are back in the game. I think last time we played Krivbas, we also had a late turnaround to win it. And now Gonzalez powers his header in. Lezcano at the back, who's been being annoying all game, gets out the way. And just on the stroke of half-time, we equalise. That's really, really good. Okay. Kachatarian. Araujo. Oh, Vozenilek. Forcing a good save from Anicic, but luckily Vozenilek was offside anyway. Chang, though, up to Rosic. Come on, Rosic, man. Yes, it's gone in. Labant has forced an own goal from their goalkeeper and a 2-goal quick fire. I mean, really, it feels like a bit of a sort of smash and grab there. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Lovely stuff. I'm not sure how really that's Katarju's fault. But Laban just making himself a nuisance there, getting us our goal. And we're 2-1 up. And we are still winning the league at this point. Keep going, Koulibaly. Yes. Kari, Zungu. Yeah, Karpati are winning, so that's only just recently happened as well. So we do need to hold on to this result if we want to win the league in this video. Okay, so we're doing okay. We're going to calmly say, pleased. I'm going to calmly say there's a lot more to come. I feel like Koulibaly is a dam of goals just waiting to burst. Hopefully in the second half he can get one or set up Rosic or something. Like, he's not really done very much even in the games where he's not scored. Kari out to Lezcano, but Anicic saves. Down low to his right. Juric, Anicic, big ball up. Koulibaly doesn't even jump at the same time. Benamir, I remember him from last time. Zungu, Vozenilek, Awona puts the ball in the middle, but Vangel gets it at the back post and sort of clears, only as far as Araujo. We clear it again. Vera now, big clearance. Not properly, though. It's well over the head of Rosic, but they have forced him to go back. Katarju, what's he going to do? He's going to give it to Araujo. They play very wide despite having an incredibly... they've changed their formation, I see. Okay, so they've gone attacking more with more width behind our in an attempt to get in this gap here, I guess. Zungu Vozenilek hits the ball wide. Okay, Owana. Labant heads clear. Zungu turns. Kari Lescano hits the post. We are living dangerously. No. God almighty. What's happening then? Vera's looking a bit tired. Could we say, for example... Okay, you know what? We're going to bring on Borovkov for Koulibaly. We're going to keep pushing, try and get a third. I know that we really probably should keep Koulibaly on and let him try and play his way into form, but... Zungu. Okay, Rosic turns. Rosic, and now he's running at goal. This is where we like him. Rosic, good save from Kataju. Owana clears, but it's only as far as Juric. Now we are on the ball. Golovchenko to Labant. Borovkov lays off Labant. Labant puts it back to Juric. Juric could put the ball in the middle, but he's just incapable of doing that. Vera takes a shot, but it's gone wide. We've got one more substitution to make. Did we already make two, or have we only made one so far? Oh, they've changed their formation again. They've gone slightly more defensive. Vera's looking tired, so it's going to be Carvaccio coming on for Vera. They've got a man off injured as well. Borovkov now to Vangel. Vangel's massive shot goes way, way, way wide. Tactical changes, activities. Here comes Carvaccio. Okay. Do not disappoint me, Carvaccio. Because I sell all the players in this club, remember that. Labant goes past his man, lovely, and now all he's got to do is put the ball in the middle. Or put it back to Juric. He will never put the ball in the middle, which is a shame. Borovkov, nice movement, nice finish, but he was apparently offside. We don't even get to see a replay of it, so thank you. Nice. 79 minutes. Labant's going to get booked. No, he's not. He didn't get booked. Okay, Owana. Oh, good save. Oh, dear me. Chang kicks it clear, but Araujo picks the ball up, and now Garba has it. Oh, God. Big Mick. Chang nearly getting in the way and giving away a corner, but he does manage to hook the ball out wide. Oh, they do now have a corner, though. No. Oh, Kachatarian heads wide in the 6-yard box. That is dangerous stuff. Now we have a chance to break. Labant with the ball. Play it earlier. Come on. Big Mick puts it back to Anicic. They're pushing us high with this irritating formation. But if we can just get into this space, there we go, and turn faster than that. Rosic has been freed. Rosic. Golovchenko to Labant. Borovkov. Carvaccio scores. Borovkov to Carvaccio, and we have wrapped up the game there. They have very much equalled us. Their formation change particularly did some damage. That 4-3-3 that they're playing currently has really put us on the back foot, but we held firm. Borovkov puts through Carvaccio. Carvaccio looked a little offside, but we'll take it because we already had one goal stolen from us for an offside call. Is this going to be it? Villa late on hits the free kick over the bar. Are they even going to get into the... No, there we go. It's all over. Lviv deserved their win, and we have won the league, I think that means. Or it should win. It should mean. I don't know why they're not all cheering. A good win, boys. Well done. We got there in the end. Bloody hell. 3-1 win. 70 goals for. It's nowhere near... Well, it's 11 off or something like that off of last season. But, yeah. Here we go then. Newcastle secure playoff spot. Blackburn have been relegated, and Lviv have qualified for the Champions League and have retained the Premier League. Daniel Rosic has scored 24 goals 2 times in a row. Even as perennial contenders, no one would have expected us to triumph again. 2 times in a row. Lviv board happy. Bilaterkva have gone down. Gugua is out for 5 to 6 weeks. Christ. So, I mean, he's really good. I could probably... But Golovchenko's less good. but worth almost as much. We could maybe try and sell Golovchenko. I'm not sure. Anyway, we've won the Ukrainian League again. It's a wonderful feeling, ecstatic. I'm pleased we got the victory. Clearly, Abdu is amazing. Vozinilek did well. There's been speculation for Ricardo Campos. I hope they stick with him because they've been rubbish without him. With him. It's serious and he'll be out for a while, but we'll get by without him. You closely watch to see if we can defend our ground. I think we have to be considered the favourites. Big talk from Wheatland. Second win in a row for Lviv. That means it's three of the past. It will mean 3 of the past 4 have been us, but this year's results haven't been placed up on this leaderboard. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to check, as I always do at this sort of time, what's going on with this. I am merely an icon. I'm not yet a legend, but I'm getting there. Handanovic, Rosic. I'm surprised Rosic isn't an icon already. But whatever. Let's just go back slightly, not to there, to here, no, to, oh God, fixtures, thank you, crying out loud. Right, so we've got the quarterfinal, semi-final, so we'll be back for the last 2 games of the season if we get through the quarters and the semis. That'll be Dynamo Kiev, plus who else is left in the cup? Could be a double-header against Dynamo, it could be a game against Karpaty. I'm looking at these and it looks like it will be more likely to be those 3. There's still a second division side left in there, Obolon, who are 4th in the second division. Looks like Odessa are coming up, which is a shame. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. I'm not sure when it will be. Bye.